No, there we go. I just hit I turned my volume down. Fix the issue. Hopefully this did. Forgive me here. Alright, well, maybe my computer is part of the problem here. It is acting up. Maybe my internet's the problem. I don't know. A PlayStation wire to connect it, and the PlayStation one got messed up. And so I got this other one, and it had a PlayStation 5 logo on it. And, yeah, it just doesn't want to work properly. So anyway, come on, work. Why in the world? All of a sudden, my PC just decides it wants to completely take a kapoopy crap. It's crapping out. It's dying. I don't know what's going on here. All I did was, like, try to What in the hell? Are you on... What? I don't even know what's going on here. Oh, let's try a Control-Alt-Delete. Holy crap. Go to Task Manager. Maybe that'll, like, make things reset. There we go. It totally did. My computer is a pile of poopy. Alright. Going to Task Manager made it, like, think straight and start working properly for some reason. So, view your channel. Thank you. Go to the live. I don't even know who's watching. I can't see my comments. Can't see nothing. Don't even know if I'm streaming properly. If it's buffering. Who knows? Who frickin' knows? Hey, Chris. Stream seems... I think that it had to do with me just resetting the PlayStation and getting it working properly. I did just do a huge download this morning. I have to admit, I've never played Hogwarts Legacy. And, yeah, I downloaded it. It's part of the PlayStation, whatever. I pay for the top tier of the PlayStation thing there. And, yeah, it gives you Hogwarts Legacy. And I've never played it. I wanted to play it. I've been wanting to play it, I should say. So it's time to... I'm going to turn that on. I am planning on doing more streams, just impromptu, random streams of Baldur's Gate whenever I feel like jumping on that and playing it. So there is a good chance I will be playing Baldur's Gate either later tonight or tomorrow. It just depends. I will pre-warn you, there is a good chance if I play at night that I may fall asleep during stream, and everybody's going to laugh at me. I know this, but it's bound to happen once or twice. It's just what I mean, you know, that's life. You get tired, you get old, and after the end of the day at work, you're like, oh, let's play a game, and then a few minutes into it, you're like... I've had it happen few too many times. That's why I don't stream at night. Because I'm like, oh, everybody's going to laugh at me for passing out on stream. And then at one point, you just kind of go like, you know what? That's life. Everybody should understand it. And, you know, once you get to a certain age and you work your butt off all day, stuff like that happens. All right, so if you read the title, today is all about checking out our schools, making them work good. It's something about education. I can't remember. Oh, let's see. Time to improve our city education, fixing schools and a new college. So I was trying to put in a new university, but apparently I can't write that much on the PlayStation, so... 9 hours behind. Yeah, I totally get that. So I was going to spell university. It wouldn't let me spell it, so I ended up going to college. And what we're going to do is we're going to place some roads down here. We're going to change this up just a little bit because I think this high school deserves a little more space for its students as far as activities and such go. And then as far as it goes with the elementary school here, the one on the left, it doesn't need a lot of space. The way I designed this actually looks really freaking awesome. And we're going to come back to that in a second. We're going to go over here, and we've got another elementary school and high school over here that we're going to design pretty similar, but with a little bit different layout, as you can see. So this one has more of a kind of a rectangle, squarish layout. This one's definitely more of a rectangle than what we're going to deal with over here. So we're going to start on this side, work on these two schools, then we're going to go work on those two schools. Then the plan is to come over here and we're going to build a new university, because as you can see over here with Hardy Business Park, Amusement Park, there is a need for more educated workers, and it only gets worse throughout time here. So we're going to fix that need. We're going to get rid of a little bit of, not really get rid of land. We're going to adjust the land over here, make it to where we can fit in our own kind of unique university. It's not going to actually be using the DLC or anything like that. We're just going to make it look really good. It's going to, in my mind, I pictured a medical university. It allowed us to put down some, an extra hospital and stuff like that, and really kind of help out the area. And I also was able to design it in a way that I was able to put down like I had a I want to say coroner's office, but not a cemetery, a oh my gosh, a cremation thing. And that way it helped out with the extra need from Hardy Business Park and stuff like that. So before we get to that, one quick thing we got to do, and it's just going to get rid of these shining little white squares over here, telling us we need minerals and such. And we're going to deal with that really, really quick. So it's super easy. We can do it fast. We just got to find this area over here where there is a lot of material to use, minerals, whatever, oil for these, I guess. No. And we can move them. They're going to go ahead and just suck up all that juice over here. Just get all into it. We'll kind of keep them spread out a little bit. Woo. There we go. And got two more on this side. Like that. And then one more. Yeah, it's a larger. There we go. I had the wrong button pushed. There we go. It's just one of the larger ones. We'll put that kind of like right here. Alright, so the oil ones are taken care of. We got to bring them some power and water in a second. That's fine. We'll deal with that. What I need to do now is delete these power lines. That's going to give us some space to work with. And then what we're going to do is move all of these. No. Alright, maybe I'm going to delete that one. Was not my intention. But that's fine. It actually saves me time in the future, I guess. There isn't a lot of the ore over here for them to mine, so it doesn't necessarily help to move all these, but they will be quiet for a moment, I guess, while I do get a little bit of more ore mined. This one can actually go like right here next to that, and that will mine ore. This one, how did I do that? I think I had it just like, there we go, right there on the edge. So those should all not need any more ore. Now what we got to do though is add some power to this. So we're going to do power lines here. This whole area in the future, once all this is like taken up and mined up, will be used in different ways. So now we're going to go just a quick line across. I mean, there's nothing else going in here. We don't have to worry about housing, any of that. No streets. When we remove these, the trees will come back, and it'll be nice. So we'll go from here to here. And then from here, what I'm going to do, just to provide that extra boost of power that it's going to need, or else it's going to have problems, we'll just do that. And that should connect everything up on this side. Those are connected into like pretty much the main power of the city. So now we just need a little bit of water. little bit of water. Let's go to our snap options. I always forget buttons when I come back and forth between the different games, because I have the remastered for PlayStation 5, and then I have just the version for PlayStation 4 on here. That's what I'm playing now, currently. And it definitely has some differences as far as like button goes, or the buttons getting pushed goes. I don't need to go too far there. Kind of find the apex of the road there, bring this down. I am still testing the limits of everything here, like how many nodes can I use up on the PlayStation? Is it going to limit me out like it does on the PC without like the node mod and stuff like that? So definitely interested in finding that out, whether it's on the remastered version or this version. I do think... Oh, look, we got a flood there for some reason. I do think that the remastered version will probably allow for more nodes as far as that goes. Whereas this one won't probably allow all that. So, anyway, we'll find out eventually, right? Eventually. So, now that that's all dealt with, we don't have to worry about that anymore. We can come back over here. We got this road done. We should adjust that. And for some reason, a house keeps getting built up there. In my test build, that house was there for some reason. I'm like, why? Why is there a house there? I don't know. But we're about to take it away from them. Sorry. You're out of there. Evicted. Now, let's get on to the meat and potatoes of everything here. We're going to start off with this elementary school. It's probably the best way to start. We get real heavy into decorating with everything here at the schools. So, I think starting at the smallest area is probably the best way to go. Now, first of all, we're going to add in our Children's Health Center here. I like it right on the edge there, so it allows us the room to pull in some like walkways and stuff like that. And in fact, that's what we're going to start with. We'll go here. And I want to make sure that I am just far enough over that I can take this walkway and absorb it into the concrete of the school there, so it looks like it's one full walkway. Now, I also want to come down just about there. I guess I could have paid attention to that little square on my right side there. I don't want to go too far, just far enough that as I go here, I can come along the fence there of the Children's Health Center. And I'm going to stop it. I want to make sure I stop, pardon me, just far enough back that it does not connect to the street there. I don't want that weird connection. I want it to stop right there because we're going to take this now. Come up here, find a good fence. I like the forestry fence for this one. And what we're going to do is, just so we can get it in the right spot, hopefully it will work. We can start off of there. There we go. You always want a fence around children. You don't want them to run out into the street. You don't want people to snatch them up. Got to protect the kids. So we're going to put a fence touching the school, touching the ivy fence back over there. So it's completely connected all the way through. No way of getting through on this side at all. Bam. Oh, that looks great. The only way in is going to be through here, and at any given time, any proper school would have like a yard duty, somebody of authority, basically, to stand in that area and make sure nobody isn't allowed comes through there. There might even be a gate, but I can't build that, so this is what we're going to go with. Now that we've done that, let's go ahead and add in some trees and things of that matter. Now, I am totally not expecting a lot of people to show up since it's Easter today, so I want to wish everybody a happy Easter. There's probably a lot of family stuff going on. I do not blame people for doing stuff like that, especially David. I know he's involved with his church. He might pop in and say hi. I would totally expect that from him every once in a while. But I know that he is involved with his church and things like that, so I expect people to be doing stuff with their family, with their church, things of that matter today, and paying attention to this later on when they get the opportunity. So I'm just going to talk and kind of have a good time today. Let's go ahead and throw a couple of these eastern cottonwoods in. I know this is one of the trees I have been using in this build over here, so we will throw that down. I'm going to throw one of them down here at the end. I'm leaving this all open for a reason. You'll see in just a minute. You know, we want to have our little playground area and stuff like that. So, let's see. We'll add a little bit of grass in. Just here and there where I can. Areas where, like, you would see this tall grass growing, though. I don't want to, like, put it out here, necessarily, so. Doesn't look like it's going to let me add a little more tall grass over here, but let's try over here, next to the school. Nope. Nope. Okay. Now we're going to go with the bushes. If David was here, he would be asking about the bushes. We're going to throw them in. So we got to find a couple of good spots for the bushes. Obviously along here is taken up. Oh, we got a spot. We got two spots. We got two spots. Nice. Let's say it's kind of filled up over there from the trees, but I'm sure there's areas along here. We can add in some bushes. If it will let me. Okay, nothing there. Let's add in a couple on the end here. They're small enough that I should find a space or two within the trees for the bushes. Maybe up here next to the fence. Nope, and nope. Alright, so we did get a couple of bushes in. That's pretty cool. We'll get one more right over here by the fence. Bam. Okay. Now, I want to make sure the students here have a good time. So what we're going to do is come over here to our leisure stuff. Find our park activity tools, things like that. First things first, let's go ahead and add our slide. And we're going to add this right here at the end next to the trees. I think it's a cool spot, kind of like tucked into the trees like this. Bam. They can just climb up in there, have fun with their friends, enjoy the shade from the trees, things like that. Next, let's grab our spinning wheel. We called it like a carousel or things like that. I forget the other name. There was another name we had for it when I was a kid. I just can't remember it. It's been a long time since I've been a kid, so. Then we're going to put in these teeter-totters. That's what we called them here in America. Seesaws. We called them teeter-totters. Just a couple over here. 1, 2, and 3. Now, another thing I want to throw in, we're going to climb up here. I thought these were kind of neat, fun to play with. We got the soccer goal. I would imagine a school would set up, even if it's small yard, it would set up something like this for the kids to have fun with and play around. And we can even put one on each side, just a tiny little soccer field for the kids. Bam, just like that. And then that gives us room. I'm going to grab a couple of these tables. I like these ones best. I think they look good. They would fit child-size Sims in this game, even. Put just maybe 6 in here. If I can put 1 or 2 over here, I will. Yep, look at that. Like, that'd be, if I can get closer. Actually, I can. Let's see. We can do this, do our walk, pop down in here. I don't like that person. I don't like that person. Oh, there we go. A mom. Nope. Nope. Nah. Yeah, let's just go with her. No, you know what? A bear. A bear is perfect. So, a bear cruising around. We got a couple of tables right here. Look at that. Got some over here. We got our little mini. She's not even afraid of it. Oh, nope, she's afraid. Look at her, how fast she's going away. She's, oh my god, a bear. It's a little soccer pitch right here. And then just the other side of it, we've got our little playground with our slides, whatever those are, and seesaws, tater-totters, whatever you want to say, and our little merry-go-round. So, there we go. A little area under the trees to hang out and stay out of the sun. A little walkway along here. This looks freaking great. I love it. It's amazing. Let's get out of this form here. Back into builder form. This is looking awesome. We're going to leave it right there. I think what we'll do is, I was kind of considering throwing in like a light. Let's go in here. But I'm not 100% sure about that. Because we have our stadium lights. But look how big this is for such a tiny property. So I don't think I'm going to throw that in there. And we will move on. Now, our next project, I want to add in the football park. It's going to fit in best on this side. Get it right, kind of in the right spot so I can get some walkways and things like that moved around. Then I want to grab a soccer, or as known as football in Europe, field. I want to get the small one, though, because it's really the only one that fits. We're going to get that right up in here off of Moore Street. I feel it looks best up here, just kind of tucked into the corner. Again, this just allows us area in between the fields to work with. Is if I get it just as tight as possible into the corner there off these two streets. Alright, I see my, there we go. That's our breaking point. We're going to leave that alone right there. Alright, now, what we got to do is we got to set down our walkways first. So we're going to grab that. Boom, right here. Have this one just collapse right into the school. As far as we can, just so it totally fills out the space there. I don't know why it did that. That kind of upsets me. That's upsetting. Cheese and crackers. Why did you do that? Alright, so now we gotta fix it. Gotta find the sweet spot. The sweet spot. The sweet spot. There we go. Oh my goodness. And it still has that little diamond shape. Alright, whatever. We're gonna forget about that. Pretend it never happened. Oh man. Space already occupied. What are you talking about? Alright, let's go down this side. We'll just kind of follow the line right here and attach to the sidewalk. Then I'm going to add in a couple of, oops, we're not in the right spot. Let's go back over here to the parks. I want to find a couple of parking lots. If they are around, there we go. Put one right here. I can't fit any more in, so what I want to do is put two in over here. I could have put one in right there, but trust me, it's not, it doesn't work out in the end. Now, before we do anything else, I want to go here, add a walkway from this point. To right here. I have to be careful. It's going to attach to the sidewalk there, but only for a moment. No, don't do that to me. Okay, I have to be careful. No, oh my gosh. I have to get just past it. There we are. That works, but... yeah, it should be fine. Alright, I can accept that. This one, however, I'm going to run just straight across like that. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, now, before I go any further, what I want to do is go over to our airport section and grab some cement. So, what we're going to do is we're going to come in here and we're going to make a little area. We're going to try to avoid the grass. That way we have this, look at, a nice cemented area out here. I could do within this area, but then we're getting the grass or we're getting the tree. It's a pain in the butt. Or we have to, like, delete buildings. So, like, if I went like that, for instance, see the buildings get deleted. There's all kinds of issues. So, this is what we're going to do. Plus, it's kind of nice to have, like, little areas for trees and stuff and make it look good. So, alright. Now that we have the basics set up, I want to go back over here to the walkways because I noticed that I forgot just to come back here, do this. Just like that, and then, because we have to be careful, it won't let us, like, go this direction, but people will want to walk to this side of the football field as well. So, then, on this side, let's go over here. I didn't really test things out too well. I just kind of, like, threw something down and was like, well, maybe I'll do that. I was kind of thinking the library right here. But this one is just so out of place in this neighborhood. I didn't really like it before. So I'm going to demolish that. And then we're going to look at... yeah, there just really isn't anything else. Maybe? No. That's way too big. So is that. I mean, the sauna might have worked if it wouldn't delete my pathway right there. Yeah, it's just too much. It's too much. So what we're going to do... so we're going to go over here. We're going to place down, where is it? Our bathrooms. There we go. Because we have to think of our visiting teams and such. They'll be coming in. They'll need a place like this. So I'm going to do that. And then what we're going to do is go ahead, come up here, grab some benches. And we're going to throw down a couple of benches. Then we're just going to give them the tiniest little area over here. I went to the wrong spot. Should have just went down. The tiniest little spot. We're just going to give them... oh, I'm in the wrong spot. I was thinking the ice cream truck. There it is. Just the quick little... it pops in, and you got an ice cream truck. Maybe they have, like, burgers and fries out of there for the opposing team. Oh, there you go. Then, let's go ahead and finalize this little spot. Put some trees and such down. I think we'll throw down some grass right here. Now that allows us, you know, when I throw down grass, I gotta throw down some rocks. So we're gonna get this one in right here. And now we'll grab these small ones and place them in a couple of various places. So there we go. Now that we've got that down, let's grab some Latania. Let's throw a little on this side too, just for the heck of it. And some bushes. Bum, bump, bump, ba-dum. Alright, yeah, that's perfect. That looks great. And there's a little bit of space there with the grass for people to hang out, do their thing, eat lunch or whatever, so that'll work out. That's good. Now, as far as this area... Oh, I got hiccups all of a sudden. As far as this area goes, let's have a little bit of fun. As far as decorating goes in here. Throw down the bushes first, since we've got them in our hands. It's going to be tough around the park right here. I got stuff sitting here nice and tight, so... A little bit of grass here and there. Grass there, I guess. That should be enough of that. A little of the Latania. Just like one or two. That should be good. Now we can hit the trees. Dum-ba-dum-ba-dum. Alright, there we go. Let's grab couple of the generic pine trees. They look good with the mixed into this. And then there's one more I want to grab after this. We've already put in like the whatever those are, the leafy ones back there, I'm sure. Yeah. I guess we didn't put any of it over here, did we? Okay. Yeah, I guess we will grab a couple of the cottonwoods. They'll help mix things up, make it look proper. Do. Is there a space over here? There we go. Alright, looking snazzy. Alright. We got our fields, we got plenty of trees. Let's decorate this inner area here. We want to, oops, go to this point, grab our grills. And I figured something out. Oh, man. I'm full of the yawns today. I can at least mash these together to a point where it looks like a single building. There we go. So it's not just one little one, it's like grill. It's the grill. I could probably make more even if I wanted, which is kind of nice. So, I found that out. We're going to leave that. Now, what I want to do is grab... Where in the world? There it is. Tables. I'm going to put a couple over here on this side. You'll see why in a minute. I just figured since I have them out, I might as well. Alright. That's a little wonky, but... It's gonna bug me. Alright, we'll leave that alone. Okay, so, now we've got that in, let's go ahead, go to our parks. No, that's this industry. This one, yeah, there we go. I want this up here with the trees. The little, like, bench thingy. Perfect. Okay, now we got the grill, we got tables on this side, we got the kind of chill area in the middle, we got more tables over here. So what I want to do is I'll go to the parks thing again and find... Where did it go? There is a food truck in here, I thought. Other than the ice cream truck. Oh man, I feel brain dead right now. Like I cannot think of what I used in my test build for some reason. Like what in the world? I don't know. For now, I guess I'll just use this. That should do alright. That should do alright. Okay. Now, one thing I want to do, though, is on this school, since it does have this big area here, I'm going to put down a... Hey, Tim, what's up? I'm going to put down a... Let me find it. Where is it at? I think it's in Leisure. I'm not 100% sure. I want to put down a light. Let me find it. There it is. Stadium lighting. We already have the stadium lighting around the football field and such, so I want to put down onto this area where people will be hanging out, eating during the games and stuff. So, oh, we're saving. There we go. That should be plenty enough, I think. Oh man, I am tired today, I guess. I woke up at a little after 5 o'clock this morning, and I wanted to go back to sleep just for a little bit, but I could not. Wouldn't happen. And I'm not a huge person with caffeine, so obviously I've got a Sprite right here. I do like the sugar rush, though. I could go get myself a cup of coffee, some sugar and stuff like that. I do like a cup of coffee in the morning. That's really just... See, I need a nap. Tim, I do need a nap. But no, that's... I could make another cup of coffee, but like I said, I just don't do caffeine throughout the day normally. And I don't want to, like, put myself in a position where I rely on it. You know, I don't mind having those days where I give myself a boost here and there. Like last Friday, for instance, it was just one of those days where I needed a boost. So I went and bought a Starbucks. And that was enough. That was cool for me because, like I said, I don't drink a lot of caffeine. And that's... let's give it a good stretch right now. I don't drink a lot of caffeine, and that's good for me. It gets me going. It's like right now, I actually probably should drink like a nice little cup of coffee or a tea, like a black tea with some caffeine in it. And that would be totally enough. I run on caffeine and nicotine. I used to do nicotine. That was a long time ago. Haven't done that in a long time. Haven't smoked in a long time, I should say. Well, smoked nicotine in a long time. All right, now that we've got our school taken care of on this side, schools, I should say, because we did our elementary and our high school over here. Got them both set up. We have our field set up for, you know, people coming and watching the games, things like that. So that's all done, all good, ready to go. Let's move on. I'm going to come over here to this side of Slugleaf, on Slugleaf Hills, and we're going to basically do the same thing, except... it's just a slightly different shape. As you can see, like I said, over here, we were able to work with this like kind of weird arrow shape or arrowhead shape on the high school, and we had very limited space on our elementary school. So over here, what we're going to do is utilize as much space as possible for the elementary school. I'm going to give it like probably 3. I want to be able to have housing, pop back in some housing on the right side there. So I think right here or right here. I think right here. And I'm going to allow that one space for housing on the right of the Children's Health Care Center there. So let's put that in. Now we'll go... we need to grab our fencing over here. Let's go with suburban fence for this one. Make sure we're running it out of the fence from the other little school thing there, the Children's Health Care Center. And then this one, there's a little bit of a curve. So let's go with freeform. See if we can follow this curve. And I want to make sure I've got room for a little walkway and stuff too. No, not on this side. Never mind. Nope. This is the wrong side for a walkway. I want to stop right here. I did something else in the test build, but it didn't quite work out. So what I'm going to do is I was going to try something, but it's just not going to let me. The distance is too short. So we're going to finish running this fence out to the end of the sidewalk here. Then what we're going to do is we'll just put a whole bunch of trees in there, and that should be just fine. Now, one thing I do want to do over here, though, is run fence from this part of theirs out. Give it that little bit of a curve, which is just nice. And I gave it that curve because it comes from that fence around their little spot right there. But now we can go back to straight. Like I said, I just want enough room. In fact, let's wait on that for just a second. We're going to put this in. Our walkway. And since this doesn't need to like stop at a specific spot, I can go a little further down the backside of the Children's Healthcare Center there and stop like right there. Now, let's go back to the fence real quick. Man, my voice is just chopping up today. Let's go back to the fence real quick. We're going to move that just up here to the edge of the sidewalk. I really wish I could make like gates. That would be so cool. Have a little gate go across where it's, you know, like somebody has to check in to go back in there, type of protection, type of thing, you know. Alright, so now that we've done that, let's go ahead, climb up here in our thing to find our trees. Grab a couple of those, a couple of these. Grab a crapple of these. Oh, I can't even talk today. I must be super tired right now, I tell you what. Let's grab some more of these for the side here. Do da 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 da. All right, enough of that. Let's grab some bushes. Throw a couple of bushes in here where we can. I don't know about grass necessarily because it just takes up a lot of space, and I don't plan on putting any rocks on this side. But the bushes, on the other hand, would fit very well because they are small. So, we'll get them in. One right there. We'll put one right here next to the entrance. There we go. Now, let's just, for the heck of it, plant one of these. So there's a little bit of color in there. Now, for the kids, let's go back over here. We're going to, of course, grab some soccer goals. And I think the best thing to do is put two back-to-back right here. Try to keep it, like, parallel with the trail there. Now we'll place one on either side of those. And that'll give the kids a couple of soccer fields, football fields to play around on and, you know, maybe hone their future skills and just have a good time. Dun, dun, dun. I think I might delete the other one. Reset it. Oh, I thought I hit the button. I'm like, why won't it stay? One of them is out of place. Let's move this. Alright, that's... Oh my god, that's terrible. I'm gonna ignore it. It looks like crap. I'm just gonna ignore it. We'll pretend. Alright, let's go ahead, grab our slide and everything else for this side. And get this finished up. I was trying to think. Do I want to use... Yeah, I guess so. I'll just keep with the high-end stuff. I was thinking about like doing like a mix, something like this, but I don't know. I think the high-end will be fine. I like the smaller seesaws, teeter-totters, whatever. I like the smaller ones. They fit in a little better. Right there. The one thing I want to do, though, is snatch up one of these sandboxes from over here and plop that in right here. Perfect. Now, did I fix that? Okay, I did. Alright. Now, let's get out of Slugleaf Elementary, or Slugleaf Hills Elementary, I should say. So this one should be, versus the other one being Slugleaf Park Elementary. You'd be like, where'd you go to school, Slugleaf Elementary? Oh, was it Slugleaf Hills or Slugleaf Park? I don't remember. We always fought each other. We had competitions all the time. Alright, now for the high school. Hey, you happy Easter, David. I had a feeling you were going to do that, even though you were probably busy with family or church today, so. And it's your birthday? Holy crap, happy birthday, David. Wow, awesome. That's cool. That is so cool. All right. Everybody wish David a happy birthday. Totally deserves it. He's an awesome guy. So, all right, next thing's next. Next thing, yeah, whatever. Let's get the football field in. I want to put that on this side as tightly as I can to the road over here. Because hopefully... Am I doing this right? No. It has to go on this side. That's right. This side gets the football field as tightly to the road as possible. And then we take the small soccer field and put it over here as tight. There we go. Perfect. It fit. Nice. So now we can pop in here, grab our pathways, and get them to go where we want them to go. So I'm going to make a couple of proper little stops at spots I want them to be at, like right there and there. That way the pathways and the cement from the schools cross. There we go. Then what we're going to do is add in a parking lot. Right there. You know, look at that. A parking lot would fit right there, but I'd have to get rid of the walkway. It's not a bad spot for a parking lot, actually. Let's see what it looks like. Well, let's see if we can finagle these walkways around a little. Oh, it's not too shabby. Alright, let's add in now some cement from the airports. Make our little area over here. Ooh, hello. If I could get a tree to fit in that little spot right there, that'd be perfect. All right, hold on. Let's go. Let's try this. Yeah. Nice. Okay, can I get a tree to fit in that little spot? Oh my jeebas. There we go. Oh, I love it. Sweet. Okay. Let's add some trees in and some other random spots now, just for fun. I just get into the music sometimes. I don't know about y'all, but I just totally get into the music sometimes. It's fun. It's fun. They do make a good soundtrack for this game. I cannot hate on it in the least. I mean, okay, alright, I guess there is a least. That would be the gold 96.6 or whatever it is. And that's because I can't stream and use that station at the same time. So that would be my one complaint. Let's grab the Eastern Cottonwood, throw a couple of them in. Do-do-do, do-do-do. So, dang, that actually went a little faster than I thought. All right, now let's get this little bit in the center here set up. Oh, you know what I forgot? At the other one, I think I forgot it. Maybe not. Stop going the wrong spot. Bathrooms. Bam, let's go check. Yep, totally forgot the bathrooms. I knew it. I'm a dummy. Alright, let's pick a suitable spot for El Baños. I think one there, and I just don't see another spot unless I wanted to put it like somewhere like that. So yeah, nope. I guess we're just leaving it to one. Let's get over to the other high school. Ba-doot-doot-doot-doot. Where did I put that one bathroom at? I thought I had a good spot for it. Okay. Totally thought I put down a bathroom on this side too, but whatever. I guess maybe this side. Nobody don't want to come to the taco truck though. Because I plan on taking the ice cream truck and pretending it's a taco truck. Bam! Like that. We'll take this other food stall. Put it in over here. Then... Well, I guess there really isn't anything else I want to throw in here, so let's move on. Well, okay, there is, but that's just the basics. The chairs, seats, things like that. Where are they? Where are they? Why does it feel like I've lost? Okay. See that? Starting to kind of pass out there a little bit. I think it is time for me to go take a nap. Oh my goodness. Trying to think, and all of a sudden I'm just like, duh, brain dead. Alright. Yep, it's been a little over an hour. I think that's good. Sleep last night. I haven't even really had that much to drink today. I had like one, maybe, yeah, just a little over one glass of whiskey. Like, here's the rest of that glass of whiskey. So a little over that. I finished one off from last night. And, yeah, I am, like, totally passing out and not paying attention right now. So, what I'm going to do is I think what we're going to do is split off today's episode and next week's episode, or into next week's episode as well. We're going to come back. We're going to put a college in this area here, make it look really good. Not really a full college, but like my idea of using the stuff that we have on hand to make a cool college area. There will be some other things featured as well. It's just that right now, my brain keeps going in and out. I am totally in need of a nap right now or some food or something. And I don't feel like making you guys sit here and stare at me while I fall asleep on my stream. So thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you all. And you guys, I hope you have a happy Easter. And I will see you next time. If I could find my button.